What up, though? This your boy BZ430. Back again, episode 42.
42.
Dead End Gaming. You know, here with the lovely Tyler.
Aw.
And this motherfucker. I'm just playing.
Well, since Willie's missing, somebody got to be this
Right,
motherfucker
somebody got to be
tonight.
that motherfucker. But Mean Mugger 11, please.
What up?
Please. Fresh off the tat. You know what I'm saying? Tell them about the tat. Show 'em the tat. Show 'em the
Tat is
tat.
a wolf tattoo. We talked about it a few episodes ago. I went and did that shit. I explained it on that episode. You're going to have to go back, find out what episode that is, and listen to the explanation because I ain't doing it no more.
Recording live at Dead End Studios, of course.
Here in Atlanta, Georgia.
ATL, Georgia. Shout out to Kevin, too, the wonderful producer here, for hooking up the show lines that you're going to be provided with today. And with that being said, Tyler, what you been playing?
Tyler's been playing. I'm just playing.
You stole it. I was going to say that. I was going to say, BZ been playing.
I mean, shit. Tyler's been playing really nothing, honestly, because I've been too busy. But I'm definitely going to be again tonight. I'm gonna play some Overwatch when I get home because I haven't played Overwatch in a minute and I've kind of been missing it. And I got on my Diva shirt today, so yeah, I'm gonna play some Overwatch when I get home. Probably stream. We'll see. And still gonna get back to Rage 2 and Mortal Kombat 11, and that's kind of what's on my plate right now. And Fallout 76.
Did you see the and someone, I saw it on Twitter, but it was like a smash with Overwatch characters or whatever. Did you see that?
That shit looks so dope. Yeah, I retweeted it. It looks dope as fuck. So I don't know, like somebody after I tweeted that earlier was saying that he's not sure if you can do that kind of content on consoles or if it's only on PC. And I was saying that I wanted to find that out because it's been so many weeks since I played Overwatch that it was before they even added these like custom aspects to it. So I'm not sure to what degree those are available, but that shit looks dope. I love seeing people's creativity when they get the chance to do stuff like that.
Yeah, I think Rage and took you away from Overwatch, so I think that's why you haven't been playing Overwatch because you haven't been saying the bitch and all that stuff. So I'm like, yeah, I think Rage and MK11, Mortal Kombat 11 is kind of taking you away from Overwatch. So I need an Overwatch stream soon.
Have you been playing Mortal Kombat?
I still only played it that once. Like, really, I don't think I've even turned on my Xbox in maybe like 2 weeks, other than to watch Netflix or Twitch. Huh?
Don't let them hear you say that.
Who?
BZ.
Well, I haven't turned on a PlayStation either. So
all right. Yeah. We had to put it all the way out there.
It's been even longer since I turned on my
collecting dust
PlayStation.
over there, huh?
But I'm gonna get back on it tonight. I can't have on a Diva shirt and not play Overwatch. And it was dope because I was walking around in this earlier and I had a bunch of people like, oh, you play Overwatch? And then we started talking about like their main characters and like my mains. And so it was cool. That's one of the things that I love about wearing something that I love on the shirt, because then other people love it, just start talking to you about it, which again kind of goes back to why I'm getting a Fallout tattoo at some point, so that people can like look at my arm and be like, oh, you like Fallout, or oh, you're a gamer. So yeah, I'm very tired, so that might stop me, but other than that, I am planning on streaming Overwatch when I get home.
How much you want to bet she gonna play Tatted Up after she get that Fallout tattoo?
Oh yeah, you already know that.
Oh, absolutely.
And you know you gonna have nerds hitting on you all the time.
I too play Fallout.
How they sound?
Can I buy you a monster?
It's gonna be a wrap.
Oh my god!
I know this wasn't on the outline show real quick, but what you think about the I saw somewhere like the creator or somebody for Fallout 76 was saying like
Todd Howard.
He kind of knew that, and I just want to ask you because I know you've been playing the game and you've been like, you was real like against people trying to dog, and you was like, I'm gonna still stand up for Fallout 76, but like what you think about that, like him saying what he said about the
Easy
game?
asking the tough questions.
Well, I mean, okay, let me say this. Back to when I had that whole rant about everybody hating on Fallout 76, my biggest beef was with people that were like, oh, like this game sucks because it doesn't have a story and it doesn't have NPCs, because I felt like those people weren't looking at what they were trying to do with it. Like, this is not a Fallout sequel. And I felt like everybody had their pitchfork and they were jumping in the comments of people that were enjoying the game, that were talking to each other, and they were jumping in other people's comments like, this game sucks. Like, let people enjoy shit. That was kind of one of my biggest beefs, because I don't like pitchfork mobs. Same way with the whole Sonic shit. I'm like, this is weird. Like, y'all chill out. But that being said, I mean, yeah, there were definitely bugs. I didn't put nearly as much time into Fallout 76 as I did with all the other Fallouts I played, because I mean, it's not as enjoyable, especially if you don't have like people to play with, and there aren't as many people to play with because a lot of people don't like it, so it kind of snowballs. But Yeah, I mean, basically what Todd Howard said is that he was like, yeah, I understand why people didn't dig it, but ultimately our end game, our goal is to keep adding more and more content to it so it can be kind of an MMO that people just keep going back to, or that they have more and more options. And I can already see them adding content. When I turned it back on a couple weeks ago for the first time in months, like there was a bunch of shit that was added, and it was dope. So I'm like excited to see what they do with it ultimately and how they keep adding stuff. And I just, I want to throw that out there to the people that didn't give it a chance. Like it wasn't finished when it came out, but it's gonna grow.
So pretty much that's what he was saying. Like he kind of knew it was like mid, but they gonna add some more work to it.
I personally think that's inexcusable. I don't think you should put out an unfinished product and be like, because he knows they're gonna buy it, because they're Bethesda, this is Fallout, he's Todd, people are gonna buy it. I feel like it's kind of taking advantage of the consumer and shooting themselves in the foot, because you do a lot better to just delay the game and release a good game, even if it has to be a year maybe. But I'm assuming now it's still not perfect. I mean, I'll play it as well soon to see how it is, but I don't think that's cool. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like the idea of unfinished is very subjective, because when you think about it, pretty much every game that comes out at some point has like patches or like shit that they change. And especially when you're dealing with a game that's exclusively online like that, I think that that's one of those games where you have to like get it out there and have people play it and be like, okay, we like this, we don't like this. And then it kind of becomes this collective effort, the same way that something like, Destiny,
Division.
right,
Yep.
So, I hear what you're saying, and it's kind of a balancing act, I guess, but I don't know.
It's not that it was like, oh, let's take some suggestions, see what people think, which a game release should not be. A beta should be that. It's that your game is a buggy mess. You knew that. So it like literally it is unfinished, and they're selling it to you for full price. I don't like the business practice. I don't like what it might cause other developers to also do. I'm not, because I don't know. I think the best thing that came out of Fallout 76's release was to let other developers know that gamers are not having that shit. I was not part of the Twitter tirade, hop on YouTube, this game fucking sucks. I'm not that guy. But I just think it's time for people to say, this ain't it, Chief. And Fallout 76 was one of those moments, and hopefully developers learned that ain't it. And hopefully they try to do better next time. I know Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be on the same engine, which I really don't think the engine is. I mean, it's old as fuck. The engine is kind of the problem. But I don't know. It's kind of scary, I guess.
It's scary?
A little bit. Because again, it's like if these things become successful, these methods, then
everybody gonna follow.
It's gonna keep happening, and money talks, and that's true.
That's true. What you been playing? I know you kind of was.
Yeah, I played. I went on a cabin trip in Tennessee over the weekend. I played some Smash Brothers Ultimate over there. Whooped ass, but they don't really like play Smash like that. Old School Saturday or.
No.
Don't say it.
No,
don't do it.
Do it.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Saturday.
Oh, and then he whispered it too on top of that.
Was the longest.
Yeah, he gonna whisper it.
The longest Twitch stream I've ever had, clocking in at about 8 hours.
Damn.
18 minutes. Yes.
Damn.
One sitting. Your boy was hungry again. But we were playing, I was playing Halo Combat Evolved about halfway through the game. Rigo joined me, and we finished that shit.
Okay, so the real question is, you was playing this game for 8 hours. Did you have viewers for that long? Did you have people stuck it out that whole entire 8 hours?
Yeah. People came in, some people left, some people came back.
But your viewers never went to zero. Like
hell no. Damn. What I look like, B?
And actually, I'm glad you brought this up, because this is actually an intervention. We want to talk to you about gaming disorder.
I know, right? Did you see?
I want to talk to you about gaming addiction.
Speaking of, did you see the video that y'all saw that, right? Y'all saw that, right?
Wait, what?
He tweeted me a video of a guy. Yeah,
I read that article too.
Man, matter of fact, we live.
That video.
Yeah,
you saw that?
I'd scroll past it. I was like,
nah.
bro,
Look, yes. Stop. Thank you.
All right, B, and explain for the people who might not have seen it.
So pretty much, if y'all listened to last week's episode, right, and we was talking, about look, Eric over there laughing about folks over there being nasty and dirty and shit, right? And I'm saying, look, y'all laughing at me, and y'all like, damn, B, that's messed up. And I'm like, word, for real? So then Eric gonna send me, I'm talking to the people now. Eric gonna send me a tweet, a video of this fat guy. It was a fat guy, okay? It was a fat dude. And he was like proud that he moved into this apartment in 2005, 2006, he said. And he hasn't he hasn't cleaned the apartment, his place since then. Like, and he was happy, showing the camera around, trash, food, just exactly the same way I described it last week. And this dude was living in filth.
Yeah.
Literally filth.
Yeah, it was bad.
Why do you send that to me? It was just kind of like...
Because it applied. You were talking about that. I'm sure that was exactly... That fit the narrative that you want to see.
And where was the lie?
Okay, and then I actually read the article attached to it, okay? The guy said that he moved into the house.
It's no
excuse. And he said, "Oh no, everything you said is the truth."
Okay, I'm
everything. He did not lie.
There's no way to reach for this.
There's evidence of everything this man just said. But the guy was saying how he moved in 2004, got caught up in World of Warcraft, and that there was even some trash that wasn't even on the camera. Apparently, he had 2 bags full of pee. And that he had like a pot that was like moldy, and he said it was some shit in it. But he also said he feels like he does have a gaming disorder, and that he did say that he slid in at the end. He slid in at the end, and he said he feels like he said he was in a good mood because it was his birthday or whatever. He saw like some popular screamers jumped in, so he was like, you know what, I'm gonna clean my house up. So I guess maybe he's trying to make a change in his life and stop being nasty, as B would say. He ain't trying to be nasty and fat no more, but.
Man,
yeah, he was like, he was detailed. He's like, yeah, he said he didn't even show us all the trash. That was just one room. That's what I'm saying. I know it's stinking enough.
Oh yeah,
you know it stank. He stank, but you know, so I'm gonna leave it where it's at.
So I just want to say that guy, that tweet went viral, so to speak, because that's an exception of gamers and not the rule of gamers. And I don't ever want to like stereotype gamers as fat stank motherfuckers. I'm just saying I know. Yeah. I just don't want anybody like out there thinking
let's all remember that like fat does not equal nasty. Like,
right, that as well.
It doesn't.
That as well.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
That's true.
So that's why
fat does not
that's why you got all the cringe from me last week. He's like, just fat. I was like, ugh. But
now, it would have been great if that dude was like skinny or something. I'd be like, damn, Eric, you didn't ether my ass.
No, I just wanted to. I'm like, this is exactly what B was talking
like,
about.
Oh my god,
that's all it was.
B said.
This is filth.
Y'all sitting around me and fat nasty. That was stuck the rest of the episode.
Goodness gracious.
But it was interesting.
So 8 hours sitting.
Yeah, 8 hours.
And you had viewers that whole 8 hours. Wow. Yeah, man. I wonder, did you have it? You don't let you know like who was there with you the entire 8 hours.
I want to
know.
That.
I want to know who was there with you watching you game.
The most loyal of loyal people.
They was probably lurking. They just left the shit on and they went to the store.
They were talking the whole time, homie. Not the same people talking the whole time. People would come back and be like, "Oh, yeah, what's up? I just got done."
Damn, that's what's up. 8 hours.
Yeah, man.
That's a workout. That's a shift. Yeah, that's a shift.
And I got stamina. So anyway, I got back onto Tales of Vesperia a little bit. Again, not a whole lot of right, not a whole lot of time to play it. I might be in the final dungeon now. They make it sound like it's the final dungeon, but I'm thinking it's going to be like, oh, but there's another one. So I'm still not going to stream it yet. And Tekken 7, I've had some dope ass matches and moments in Tekken 7, man.
I think you posted some on Instagram too.
That shit was dope as fuck, man. Crazy comebacks. I got dudes last night when I was playing it, dude on stream, you could kind of hear him because he had his headset on for some reason. Mm-hmm. But I pulled out the clutch win. You just hear him.
Unfreaking believable.
I was like, yeah,
that's hilarious. I was he actually sound like that.
Yeah, he did. No, literally.
I believe
I got vouchers for that. I was like, believe it.
And was it clipped? Did the OG clip?
It is clipped. I didn't put it any. I think it's clipped, but it's not put anywhere. So I'll put that somewhere so y'all can hear it.
Also, too, always shout out to Diogen for the clips. Every time when when one of us go live, it's gonna be a clip on Twitter. It's gonna be a clip on them Twitter streets, man. So shout out to Diogen for all those wonderful those clips. He got a clip with me where I ain't even noticed that I sound like Mario. And I was playing Mega Man, which is of course what I'm playing Mega Man, and it was a part. I was playing an Acid Man's board, and I was going down the water, and like I almost hit the spikes, like I was so close, and I made like a woohoo. But when I was playing, I didn't know that I sound so much like Mario. So when he clipped it and said Beezy sound like Mario, I'm like, what are you talking about? So I'm listening to it. And I'm like, oh shit, woo! And I'm like, oh shit, that did sound like Mario.
Be up there, Mamma Mia.
I know,
that's the spicy meatball.
Right,
Beezy.
But yeah, that's of course that's what I've been playing. I'm kind of getting adjusted now. So like when I streamed the second time, and people in the chat can vouch, I was doing good. Yeah, I was doing good, and I figured out like I was looking at like, you know how when you fight a boss, to fight the next boss, you use the previous boss powers. Like you got to find out which one's their weakness. So I was just looking, like I played Bounce Man. I killed him. I smashed through him so quick because I was using Impact Man's power, and I like beat him so quick. So like I'm starting to get like a feel for Mega Man now. So I'm like, so I think now when I stream now, I'm not gonna be sweating and looking mad now because I was in the groove. I was proud of myself because I was thinking like, oh man, here we go. I started up and I started my Twitch. I'm like, man, I'm about to be mad. Like I was
mentally prepared.
Yeah, I was mentally prepared. I'm like, man, I'm about to get frustrated. Just don't throw your controller. Do not throw your controller on camera. Just whatever you do not throw your controller. Please do not throw your controller on camera. But I was playing through and I was working it. I said, oh shit. All right, cool.
So that Mario thing reminded me that the voice of Mario was at MomoCon. And that reminded me that I forgot to tell you that I saw a 2B at MomoCon that you probably would have liked, but I didn't get to take a picture of
for real?
Yeah.
Dang.
I was like, damn, Beezy would have liked that.
Hell yeah, I would have. That'd have been dope as hell. I'm jealous now.
Yeah,
ain't that about some
Dragon Con around the corner.
Ain't that about some shit? Up here playing in that filth apartment. I still can't get over it. Speaking of filth apartment, this is a great segue to where we about to go to next. So what y'all think about what
about the Microsoft
body wash?
Okay.
Don't you think?
Oh, okay. Now I see where we're going.
You see how I'm working this? You know what I mean?
I do.
Great hosting.
Yeah,
y'all fucked up the whole transition because y'all jumped in the middle of it.
Right.
I didn't say anything. I just made a face.
Yeah, I'm like, speaking of, living in filth. I think my man's, could have did well for the. Hey, Kevin.
Are we good? All right.
Never mind.
So,
Xbox body wash.
I know people are already going to say, I think Nintendo needs a body wash because of the infamous Smash Funk or whatever.
Oh, I remember y'all telling me about that. About people who play Smash.
I haven't been around that scene, like that serious scene like that.
Because you and Granddad really play Smash. And, y'all some pretty healthy hygiene brothers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
that's because I play Xbox.
Oh, touche.
Yeah.
You gonna get the body wash? No.
Man, hell no.
It's not available in America, so.
Oh, it's not available in America?
It says it's through their
I'm pretty sure you can probably order it online somewhere.
They said there's some line called Links, which is what they call Axe in other countries, so it's not available in America. It said
Axe, but that's a men's only though, ain't it?
Yeah, but it's going to be in Australia.
I'm sure they're not going to have any like feminine fragrances for this.
No,
there's no way that they're going to do that.
What if they did?
Because they act like girls, like there aren't girl gamers.
What if they did? What if they have a feminine?
If they did, I would buy it just for the shits
for shits and giggles. Yeah, I got you. Yeah. That's funny.
Hot Cheeto
They
scent.
about to have me out here smelling like Axe body spray. Like,
I know. They're like, damn, that cologne smell good as hell, girl. What's that? Like, and you got that Overwatch shirt on? Be mine. Like, be mine immediately. Like, shit.
Damn, you smell like my future.
I know, right? Ooh, that is exactly what they say too. Some corny shit like that. But yeah. Xbox with the body wash. I wonder if PlayStation come out with something. I think like you, if it was, I would buy it for shits and giggles. But I don't think I'd use
buy that shit for real. You be wearing that cologne. You be wearing cologne anyway, B.
I smell good all the time anyway.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But I wouldn't rely on the PlayStation to have that.
B gonna have the whole collection, bro. He gonna have triangle soap, circle toothpaste.
Oh my God.
Goddamn.
Like, I gotta hit that square in the morning. You know what I mean?
Goddamn X aftershave for the head.
Right. Hit that X aftershave. When I go to bed, make sure my shit is tight.
Yo, you could be all
it'll be next to my PlayStation. Like, the body wash would be like next to my...
Yeah, that's exactly what I do with it. I have it there as a decoration.
Yeah, I sit it next to my sister, man. Like, I ain't gonna be like...
Yeah. Walk up to girls, they be like, "Oh, you smell like my little brother." Like, nah, that's not the move,
bro. Like, nah, that ain't the move. Like, no. All right, so question I want to ask y'all, because maybe y'all can help me out with this because I was lost. So y'all saw that trailer from Death Stranding?
Yes, I can.
Did you see that? You can't help me either. No. Okay, so did you see it? Did you get a chance to watch it?
I actually didn't get a chance. Like, and I've heard a lot about it. Everybody's been talking about that shit for the past couple of days.
Yes.
And I've read about it. Like, I read the Wikipedia page. I've read articles about it, kind of trying to get a sense of it. And I know that it's kind of purposefully supposed to be a little bit like a little bit of an enigma.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's intriguing. Which is why people are talking about it, but I have no fucking idea what's going on.
And I hate to say this. I don't know if you probably saw me talk about this before, but I'm like, and I know the dude, he makes Metal Gear. He's the creator of Metal Gear. Yep. Yeah. I don't know about this game. I don't know if I want to try this one out. I think this game might be ass, man. I don't know. And I hope I'm wrong.
Right.
I hope I'm wrong, but like, I literally do not know what's going on in this game. I watched that 9-minute trailer and I was like, okay, it's cool to see
Norman Reedus.
Yeah, it's cool to see him. Daryl. You know what I mean? But other than that,
Daryl looked the same in everything.
He
bro.
does, don't he? He look like he don't take a shower. He looks just like he did in Walking Dead, like just
same way,
musty, just out in the country. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I watched that video twice because I don't understand it. And now I guess that's just like my turning off towards the game. It's like, I don't know what this about. Like, I don't know what's going on. You got a backpack with like a baby back there. Yeah. A fetus or whatever that was he was wearing, but I don't know.
Goddamn.
What you looking at?
A Georgia abortion.
No.
Did I go too far?
No.
Did I go too far? I'm sorry.
Cancel Eric.
I'm sorry.
Cancel Eric.
What was I saying? Or what was I thinking?
It would have been.
What were you thinking?
It would have been a much safer joke
Thank
to say he ran off stem cells or something like that.
Something
that would have been much safer of a joke.
Too late. I said what I said. Anyway,
the views of Mean Mugga are not necessarily reflective of the views of Dead End Studios.
Right.
I think it's cool that it is doing something new and different, and it's a new IP, and it's not a sequel or a spin-off or an adaptation of something else.
Yes.
On the other hand,
yes,
I don't see the fun factor, and that's what I always look for in games.
I think that's what it was too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, where's the, when you watch the trailer, you're like, oh man, that's gonna be fun, or I can't wait to do something like that. Like, it was nothing in that game where I was like, oh man, that's dope, or oh man, like I can't wait to fight that person. Or
I didn't see anything I wanted to play.
Yeah,
but I'll watch the fuck out of it and probably be confused because it's Kojima, because he's a confusing dude.
Yeah, but I feel like he is gonna like hit at some point. Because it's him.
I mean, he hits.
But, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I want to put faith in him because he, like, he rarely lets me down. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, golly. But I don't know, man.
My prediction for the game is going to release. Everybody's going to love it. Give it about 2-3 years, and people are going to say, "Yeah, it wasn't that great."
It wasn't.
That's what I'm thinking. That's my.
You think
future.
people going to turn on it? You think
not completely turn on it, but it'd be a lukewarm. Oh, you remember Death Stranding? Yeah, that was cool. Might be a shoulder shrug.
I feel like it's just going to be okay. My vote, I don't think it's going to be trash. I think it's going to come and go.
But you think it's definitely not going to be worth $60 though? Right?
Oh hell no.
Yeah.
No.
So you wait for it to hit that $19.99 greatest hits price tag.
I'm gonna wait for somebody I know to buy it and let me borrow it.
Okay. The old school way. Yeah. The old school way.
That game does not. It doesn't. Because like every trailer, I get he want the trailer to be mysterious. But now it's just like, bruh, it's getting too close to your release date for people not know what the hell going on. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
Enigmatic.
Yeah, I
don't give a fuck.
I know, right?
I'm not. I don't play with my money like that. So no.
Yeah, but people always hit me up like, well, it's done by him, Beezy, so it's always going to be good. It might be good. I'm like, I don't know.
Right.
That trailer just don't look that appealing to me, man. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm a little worried. I'm like you, Kevin. It's like a wait and see or something, but I don't think it's gonna be like a day one purchase where I'm like, oh yeah, I got to have that game on the first day, like bam. So, all right, moving on. When I was reading this article, I was like, is that Rick Fox, like the former basketball player Rick Fox?
We talked about this before.
We did
with Rick Fox. In the game, and
this is like the third time we talked about Rick Fox.
How come I don't remember this?
Beezy wasn't there.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, was he not here?
That was the day that Corey was here. And he wasn't here when Corey was here.
I wasn't here.
Okay.
You don't watch Dead End Gaming, Beezy?
Yeah.
I mean, I watch if y'all like.
This
I try to watch it.
This is not the first time we were talking about Rick Fox.
Really?
No.
Because when I was reading this, I'm like, oh damn, that's pretty.
You want to know how I know you heard about Rick Fox? Remember the episode we talked about unions and stuff?
Yeah.
It was a Rick Fox story hidden in there too about how one of the people on his team was like, you know what I'm saying, racist and whatnot, and then they back at it again.
Wow.
You don't remember that? B?
I don't remember that. Oh my god, that's where it starts. That's where the age get. That's where it starts. That's where it starts. Me getting older and shit. But no, I really don't remember that.
It's okay.
And I'm usually sharp. I usually remember stuff. But when I was reading, I'm like, oh shit, that's the basketball player Rick Fox.
BZPD done forgot.
I know you're losing some volumes.
I know, but I'm like, man. When I was also too, Kevin, the what's that? The game, the Legions, the League of Legends.
Oh. League of Legends, yeah. What about?
Yeah, wasn't that a report about the
Okay,
I feel like we talked about that.
It was because Riot Games owns the League of Legends.
Okay, right.
And then Riot Games, like the League of Legends tournaments, they own, and his team was playing in a tournament. So Riot Games was like, "Look, you got to get your stuff together."
I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I'm like, wasn't that? I'm like, we talked about it. I remember that was a topic of discussion a couple of weeks ago when we was talking about the League of Legends and stuff. And I'm like, dang, Rick Fox is
It's all coming back.
Yeah, it's starting to come back, but I still don't remember us like mentioning like Rick Fox, like the former basketball player.
We talked about
NBA champ Rick Fox.
That Rick Fox,
yes,
same one.
I was like, wow,
it's not his brother neither. It's him.
It's him. Yeah, that's what I thought it was his brother, but it's him. Like in being part owner of what's that Echo Fox, Echo Fox, and it's like here you go again, always putting in they always got some. Like racial stuff going, it's some shit going on with this, with the whole investors saying racial slurs and the emails and stuff like that. Did we ever? And I read this. Did we ever know what was the actual? Because I was trying to research it. Look it up. Like, what did he actually say?
No,
I don't think they ever released that.
They never released that.
We talked about it before.
Okay.
Not the. I don't think we know the ones he said to Rick Fox, but I do know there was text messages released of what he was saying to somebody else on the team. And it was something I think the guy was
like Jewish. The former CEO or something?
I don't remember word for word which person it was, but I do remember it was like messages, like emails set out. He was talking about somebody else, and like he was saying some pretty mean stuff to him.
Dex Serto.
That's who did the article.
Yeah, Dex Serto. It was in that email. He was saying to one of the other investors to like, you know, either you gonna pull out and invest into this game, or he was threatening his family because Rick Fox was about to pull out. And then I guess, you know, Rick Fox was kind of like, well, you know what? No, I want to expose this person. I want to make sure we put this on the forefront, and I'm not just going to quit and just let this dude keep doing the shady shit. So, and
that's kind of actually what we talked about when we talked about this whole issue before. Like, why is he leaving? You know, instead of trying to get this motherfucker out.
Right.
So I'm glad to hear. I mean,
that he's standing his ground.
I'm glad to hear that he's standing his ground and that he's not gonna. Like he's gonna kind of stand and fight against it. I mean, fighting against shit like that is exhausting, but you know, I think this is a better move.
I think so too. I'm glad. I'm glad he's taking that. He's taking a stand and not letting that fuck shit go on and behind the scenes like that. So
I'm glad he's staying too. Like the team is named after him. So
exactly.
Like what they did at Rick Fox, they had to find a whole new name.
Right. So yeah, I'm just glad he's standing ground, man. I'm really happy about that to read that. I'm like, damn, Rick Fox, there you go, brother. I didn't like you when you was a Laker, but
I didn't either.
I know. I couldn't stand him. I'm like, man,
flopping ass.
Right.
I mean, this is not what we're talking about, but he used to, man, somebody would like brush past it, but he'd be right.
I'm like, come on, Rick, really? Pretty Rick is what they call him. I'm like, come on, man. But yeah, I'm glad he's showing he got some balls in this particular situation. I'm glad he decided to change his mind and still go forward with this. So I like it. What you think, Eric?
So his statement is, for me, I think it's important not only when there's injustice in society that we not only point to it, that we not only expose it, that we not only put a light on it, that we don't stand for it. Strong words, bro.
I know.
He wrote that down. He wrote that shit down.
He didn't write that shit. Somebody wrote that for him.
He said that on a podcast, actually. So I know he was reading his hand. We don't.
He do what?
Stand for it. He got a little smudge.
No, he did this. We don't stand for it. He whipped that hair around and shit like. Pretty Rick is what they call him.
Is he still married to Vanessa Williams?
No, they divorced. I thought they divorced some years ago.
They might. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought they divorced some. I think they got some kids together, but they divorced already though. But
divorced in 2005.
Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, I remember.
Damn, it's been a minute.
Since that dude cleaned his room.
Wow.
Touche, Eric. Touche. I likes that, man. Good job.
Yes,
good job of swinging that. All right, so finally, I've been waiting for this too. Sega's finally finished their whole lineup of games, because I know they was releasing like 10 games or every few games every week or so. So they finally got up to like I think 40 with two additional games. Yeah, 42 games total. Mm-hmm. What y'all think about the games that they picked? I'm surprised they didn't put Sonic and Knuckles in there. Me personally, like
that's real.
I think they have a pretty solid list of games on. When we were talking about what the PlayStation Classic did wrong, like Sega's definitely not making that mistake.
Yeah, I think I was just going to say that. I think Sega, they saw what PlayStation did wrong and was like, look, we're going to get our, and pretty much the list of the games are definitely like, the most popular games on there or whatever. I was like, man, I wonder why they didn't put Mortal Kombat in there.
I was just searching for that. Yeah, Mortal
that'd have been dope. They had more, but I'm pretty sure, I wouldn't be surprised. Just like all the other classic systems, you can probably rig them and put all types of Sega games and stuff on there and everything. But yeah, I was like, damn, no Sonic and Knuckles. I'm kind of surprised. But I mean, Sonic 1 and 2 was definitely like the most played in the more popular Sonic games out of the two. They had a Street Fighter Championship Edition, Street Fighter 2. I thought that was interesting.
Street Fighter's trash for Genesis, but yes.
Street Fighter's trash. No.
You about to have Eric? No.
Hit it with that chop. I got the wolf with me now, bro.
Right.
Honestly, I just would say this to be an instigator. I was just kind of trolling.
But yeah, Street Fighter is not good for the Genesis because of the button layout. Doesn't quite work well for it. But yeah, the games you expect to be here are here.
Are there? Yeah, I feel like like I said, I was surprised Sonic and Knuckles won on because that was a really popular game.
I wanted Sonic 3 on there too.
Yeah, Sonic 3. I'm surprised, but I kind of get it. It's Sonic 2 and 1 is definitely like the Sonics that you go to and play the most. Like that they got the best music, out of all of the other Sonic games. So I can expect that. But I mean, the list, I was fine with it.
Yeah, I'll list a few games real quick. You got Sonic 1, you got Echo the Dolphin, you got Castlevania Bloodlines, Toe Jam and Earl, Comic Zone, Alter Beast, Gunstar Heroes. I'm calling out the games that like are kind of notable to me. Right. Shinobi 3, Streets of Rage 2, Earthworm Jim, Sonic 2. Ghouls and Ghosts, Golden Axe, Vector Man, Tetris, obviously, Road Rash 2, Strider, Virtua Fighter 2, Eternal Champions, Columns.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Virtua Fighter 2.
I didn't even remember that being on Sega. I remember on Sega Genesis. I remember it being on Sega Saturn.
It was
in PlayStation.
I think it's like a 32X title or a CD title, one of those like in betweens as well. So that's probably the one that's on there.
Okay,
I love Virtua Fighter 2.
Floaty as fuck,
especially in the arcade. That's my shit.
Yeah, Virtua Fighter was, to me, that was like Tekken before Tekken. Cause
it really pioneered it.
Yeah, it's like it was, but it just didn't take off like when Tekken hit. Like it took off. I feel like Virtua Fighter didn't like really like take off that much. But
wait, so quick question. So with the this new Sega that's coming out, can you actually also use cartridges with it, or is it just
it's preload? It's just like the Nintendo Classic.
That's what I figured, because I knew that it was preloaded, but I'm like, can you also use cartridges? Like, does that work?
No, it's pretty much it's just like all the other ones. They're gonna make it a lot smaller, and you can just plug it up USB. I mean, the controllers they're not gonna be wireless, nothing like that. It's still gonna be old school that way. But yeah, it's just they all come preloaded, and like I said, it's gonna be. You can probably find somewhere to hack it and load up a whole bunch of games on them and stuff, because I know a lot of people been doing the hacking stuff. So I won't be surprised. But now this is one I'm gonna buy. Like I'm gonna definitely.
You go buy the Genesis?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the Genesis one. I'm gonna pre-order that joint, and I want to have that on first day, because that's definitely a good nostalgic feeling playing all those games, man. But yeah, I wanted to be Mortal Kombat so I can put in that blood code. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was hoping Mortal Kombat was gonna be on there. Like I want to. And I don't even remember that one. I remember the Contra code, but I forgot the Mortal Kombat one. I think it was A-B. What?
Go ahead, finish it.
I might mess it up. And then they gonna correct me. They gonna correct me in the thing. Shut up, Eric. Shut up.
I think I forgot. It was A-B-A-B-B-A-C-C-C start.
I remember it was something like that.
Something like that.
I ain't gonna never forget he laughing at me because I did the finishing moves on him.
Yeah, you remember all that shit,
You remember all
man.
that shit, but I kind of remember it.
So it's $79.99. Do you think that's a price that's decent for you?
Yeah, I think that's doable.
I think that's reasonable.
That's doable.
Or are you gonna get one too, Tally? I know you said you still got your
I
own,
still
right?
have my Sega
Your
Genesis,
original
so
Damn, that's
Yeah,
dope.
your hipster shit.
Yeah, I wish I still had my original like gaming systems. I was so stupid as a kid. Every time a new system came out, I was like, oh, I ain't gonna play this old no more. Like I did that every time, man. I'm so mad I did that, but I wish I had all my original Nintendo, my original Sega. I wish I still had all that stuff, man.
Also,
but
I'm not a fucking hipster. I just don't want you to think I'm about to let that shit ride.
Records.
she said, "Go let that shit
You
ride."
got the vinyl. You're a hipster.
No,
She's a hipster. She don't wanna claim the
I'm a
name.
fucking hipster.
You're not no hipster.
Thank you.
A hipster?
Hipster.
No, she ain't no hipster. A fucking black queen up in here.
She could be a hipster black queen. It's not mutually exclusive. She's straight in the middle of that Venn diagram, bro.
No. No.
Hey, isn't it your turn for guess my game?
I believe
Because I was last
it
week.
is.
So
I'm ready. Alrighty. Chat's not visible, please.
Oh.
In this game, you are a character who is stealthy, but instead of taking something away, like items or a life, you are giving.
A life?
No, not giving a life.
You're giving what?
Can't tell you.
Oh, damn.
The hell does that mean?
I know, right? Like, finish the sentence.
I felt like that sounds to me like you have to be like giving something to people or like putting stuff somewhere.
Okay.
Do
you have a question?
Nigga, I was just thinking
I
out
know,
loud.
right,
I
right.
wasn't
Don't call
even
me out my
addressing
name,
you.
please.
Right.
Don't call me out my
Nigga.
name, please.
I know.
Is it on PlayStation?
We don't do that here.
Is it on?
No.
Is it on Xbox?
Yes.
Is it on the original Xbox?
Are you playing too? Are you in the game?
I usually am.
Yeah,
Oh,
you got
okay.
the mic.
I didn't remember. Anyway, what's your
Is it
question?
on the original Xbox?
No.
Xbox 360.
Yes.
Okay, this might be your cup of tea right here, Tyler.
Are you a person?
Yes.
Can I ask what genre game? That's too much. Huh?
Nope.
That is not a yes or no question.
Oh, is it?
I said it was stealth, though.
Is it an action RPG?
No.
That is the opposite of stealth.
Right.
Yeah, action RPG. Yeah, he did say it was stealth. Yeah. So, do you have guns?
No.
Slingshot?
Is it rated
No.
E for everyone?
Yes.
Ooh, good question. So that
That
means
is a
some
good
kitty
question.
shit.
We're going to be using that now.
Sure, they're
I don't know no
innovating.
Xbox 360
I'm about
games
to say
like that
Viva
though.
Pinata, but that's not a stuff.
Viva
game.
Pinata is my shit though. For real,
Right, but I'm thinking it has to be something like kill, like because like when he says you're giving, that means you're sneaking around and you're putting things somewhere. You're giving something. To
Hold
somebody or
up,
some
hold
shit.
up.
They guessed it in the comment section already.
No, they haven't.
Was it
I'm
one of them
surprised.
Burger King games they came out with?
Yes.
Oh snap!
Oh man, so what is it?
Was it Sneak King?
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey,
I'm gonna say he know the
yeah.
360 games. I don't know the 360 games. All right.
Scott just put it in there too. Scott put it in there too. Sneak
Oh,
King.
okay.
The Burger King game.
Was
Good
I-
job.
Because you was like, was it a person? I'm like, yeah.
What's odd is I ain't never played them games. I just remember the
Have
commercials.
you played that game before, Tyler?
I remember the
I
commercials.
played the little motorcycle one, the mini
okay.
bag joint.
Once,
It's super obscure with
yeah,
that.
once
good.
he,
Yeah, man.
it was good. Once he said 360, I'm like, oh damn,
Keep it real,
I know
huh?
that one because I didn't own the 360.
Make y'all work for it.
All right, so questions and comments.
Questions. First question comes from Afro Stone. If you had the chance to start an arcade, what would be your first 3 arcade games to buy? I'm assuming
Ooh.
you mean cabinets.
It means what?
Arcade cabinets. Like the
Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate, of course.
That was mine. I'm gonna see if we gonna name another one.
The old school Simpsons game that used to be in all the movie theaters because that was my shit.
wouldn't name
And
that
like House of the Dead 2.
Okay.
X-Men for me.
Damn.
Definitely. Mortal Kombat Ultimate and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Turtles in Time, I assume.
Turtles in Time. Yep.
All right. Time Crisis. I'm gonna go with Time Crisis 3. You took my X-Men, so now I got to think about something else real quick.
Just say, I mean,
Yeah, he said Mortal. We both said Mortal Kombat.
I
Kombat.
know. I didn't want to be like B. but
You
yeah.
don't take that? I wouldn't take that if
So
I was
yeah,
Yeah, right.
we'll also do X-Men and Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Two. Please. All right. Next question comes from Jay Denham. His question is, what do you think are the reasons for the PS2 being the best-selling console of all time to this day? 157 million units sold. Which gaming system has the potential to top the PS2 sales in the future, and why, if any? That was like 4 questions in one.
That's a really good question, though, I think. I think that's a good question.
I can
and how many
answer
units
that pretty
PS4
simply.
and Xbox One sold? They wasn't close to that.
I don't.
I think it's timing. When you look at like the timing of when the PS2 was out, and you also had like Grand Theft Auto 3, which was fucking huge, and I just feel like it really was more so of a timing thing. And then the Xbox
was the death of Dreamcast.
It
I think
was.
Yeah, I think Dreamcast death was because of PlayStation 2.
Definitely.
And I remember everybody lining up everywhere to get that damn PlayStation 2, man. Like, I remember when that shit came out, people was lined up waiting for PS2 to drop. Like, that shit was huge. Damn, it was so big. I don't know.
I mean, it's basically what Tyler said. It was the timing. Dreamcast came out in 99. The GameCube and Xbox didn't come out until 01. So that sweet spot, snatched it.
Yeah.
Got all the exclusives.
Yep.
So you got GTA 3. You got the NBA Street games. You got like the Devil May Cries and the you got all the games.
Yeah.
And brand loyalty, obviously. So you got people coming from N64. Those people didn't have shit to play. They had to choose between a PlayStation 2, which was familiar,
right,
or a Sega Dreamcast,
right,
which had some dope games. Let's not kid
ourselves. It was a dope system, yeah.
But PlayStation 2 is the better PlayStation. A Dreamcast is a better Saturn, and Saturn didn't do well. So I think it's obvious they didn't have a whole lot of competition. So
what
they had all around.
Did the PlayStation 2 come out?
2000, if I'm remembering.
Okay,
yeah, November,
I didn't get mine until 2002, so I didn't remember when it came out.
Okay,
that was kind of what took me, because I've told everybody that I went through like a PC phase, and so that was really when I got back into consoles, was with the PS2.
Oh, okay, wow, yeah, PS2 was it. That was my first DVD player.
I mean, that's something notable too, because it was the first. It was the first console to play DVDs.
Yeah, it was
because the Dreamcast couldn't.
Yep, Dreamcast couldn't, and then like that was the selling point too. Like DVDs, I'm like, oh man, I can start buying DVD movies now. Like,
right, and it was about the same price as a DVD player. So I'm just getting my PlayStation.
And I can play games too, man. Like, oh man, yeah, PS2 was it.
And even after the GameCube came later, couldn't play DVDs on that. If you wanted to play a DVD on the Xbox, you had to plug in some shit, buy something else.
Yeah.
More money.
I used to clown Xbox because I'm like, look, y'all gotta buy this extra shit. Look at me, pop that bad boy right in. You can watch a movie right away, baby. Like, heck, all that other stuff.
What movies were you watching on your PS2, B?
Damn, you really think I'm gonna remember that?
Hell yeah,
I remember.
Hell yeah,
I remember. Okay, I remember. So when I had these movies on VHS, so of course, just like when I converted from cassette tapes to CD players back in '94. So when I finally got a DVD player, I brought Coming to America on DVD. I brought Harlem Nights on DVD, The Predator, and it was one more movie I got. At the time when I got my PS2, it was another movie. What was it? Predator and Boys in the Hood.
This nigga memory, though. You prove me right every time.
Yeah, so those were the 4 movies I remember. There was like the 4 first movies.
So a bunch of classics, basically.
Yeah, oh yeah. Because like I said, I owned them on VHS, so I'm like, you know what? I can see it on crispier DVD. Like, bam. Yeah, man. Those are joints. What's the last question?
Hold on, we're not done with his question yet.
Oh yeah.
So the next part was which gaming system has the potential to top the PS2 sales in the future?
I don't know if that's possible now.
Yeah.
Like, because like we said a second ago, that had to do with timing and like what else was available. Like, now that the kind of like console wars are like generation, like the with the whole like generational thing and how stuff is kind of coming out and it's along similar lines, you know? And also with the the fact that obviously like Nintendo is always going to have a certain amount of brand loyalty because of the games that you get on Nintendo versus like other. So I don't really think that's possible at this point.
Yeah, because it's not like, we're not about to see it. It's not like it's about to be like Xbox is going to stop producing games or like Sony going to stop producing the systems. Like, it'd be different if like one of those two systems was to stop. And then it's like, well, Xbox, that's all we got. So it's like, then we, everybody can buy a new Xbox or whatever.
Yeah, I'm
or
with
vice
y'all.
versa.
I don't like the Switch right now is at like 34 mil.
Yeah, I was about to ask you if you looked it up.
I just like we were saying before, you can play anything with damn near any device. Not anything. You can't play anything, but you can play with damn near any device you already own. So you aren't going to be hurting like, oh, I don't have anything to play at any time. Right. So, yeah, I don't think anything's stopping that PS2. Yeah, man. You got a way to shut your kids up real easy. So
yeah, that PS2 was crazy.
Yikes!
You make a good point though. Yeah, it was the timing of it. It was at a sweet spot. So yeah.
Or last question I have to find. Let's see. Comes from Giant King. I think Tyler's gonna like this question. Maybe. Since most of you on the pod are fighting game fans, what fighting game, past or present, do you think should get more love, or is a sneaky gem? Mine was Last Bronx on Sega Saturn.
I don't know if I'm even familiar with that.
I looked up a video of it. It looked pretty cool, I suppose. Battle Arena Toshinden.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. But like, I was trying to think about how to explain why to people who either haven't heard of it or aren't familiar with it. But I don't know. It's one of I love that game, and people who have been following the podcast for a while have probably heard this story about how, like, you know, that was the whole reason I really wanted to get a Sega Saturn, and I never got a Sega Saturn, and I'm still a little hurt by it. But how I ended up like buying Battle Arena Toshinden like years later on like the PlayStation version of it, because I could pop it into my PS2, and I played it like years later, and I was like, man, this shit wasn't really that good. But you know, it also really, at least as far as I know, only had that one installment, and I feel like the characters were interesting, and like the movesets were dope, and I don't really remember there being other kind of like 3D games where you could move around like that. I mean, that was kind of around the same time as like Virtua Fighter 2, and it was kind of a part of that like first, at least as far as my memory goes, that first kind of batch of games where you could kind of move around in a 3D playing space. And I just thought it was dope. Like, I think that if it had, you know, had some longevity or had some more iterations, I feel like it could have been like a pretty dope franchise.
I can't think of any like sneaky games. I mean,
you ever played Bushido Blade back in the day? Oh damn, that was on PlayStation, man.
Yeah,
you'd have liked it. I think.
I mean, I would say Bloody Roar, but that wasn't really sneaky, like, right? Was it?
It had success. I mean, there were 4 of them, but we haven't had one in a super long time. It was probably like 03 when Primal Fury came out. That would be the only game
I would say, but
and actually, oh my bad.
Go ahead.
This isn't technically a fighting game, but I just want to like throw out some love for Puzzle Combat, because I wish that Puzzle Combat was in every single Mortal Kombat, and it really bothers me that it's not. Because I be wanting to play Puzzle Combat, but I don't be wanting to like turn on my PS2 to do so. And the other thing about Puzzle Combat is that they didn't have like a mode where you could play against a computer, so you could only play it with somebody else. So like, yeah, I wish Puzzle Combat was in every version of Mortal Kombat, because I love that shit.
Puzzle Combat. I'm looking that one up right now as we speak.
We talked about it when Willie was guessing this game, right? And you got it?
Nah, it was was my guess, my game, and Willie got it like immediately. And I knew that the only person who even had it, I knew if anybody was going to get it, it was going to be him. I didn't know he was going to get it that fast, but I was like, Willie's going to end up guessing this. But I mean, it's kind of similar to the idea of Tetris 99, where when you're playing against somebody, if they clear rows, it dumps on you. But it also has the element of having these kind of like little mini Mortal Kombat characters on the bottom, and they all have special moves. So like, for example, I will always play with Sindel, and hers was a range. And so when you get your special move, like hers, you would basically like all the colors would line up, so you could just clear your whole board really fast and just dump all that shit on your opponent. So like a range was a fucking game changer. But all the different characters had, you know, some kind of different move they could do. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Puzzle Combat. I'm gonna check that out. What you think of Shang Tsung?
I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yes. And like, so yeah, him and Sindel are supposed to be coming out in this next one. And I barely touched Mortal Kombat 11, but I'm getting that shit like immediately.
Yeah. Like, and that was dope how he used the same your soul from the movie. I was like, oh shit, that was dope. That was kind of dope. Huh?
That's iconic.
Yeah, it was so iconic. Your soul is mine. And I was like, because out of all the Shang Tsungs that had him in the game, he's never said that. So like, for him to have that, they had the same camera angle and everything from the movie.
Told you, be that movie tight, dog. And it's recognized by the gaming industry as a dope ass movie.
That movie is good.
No, Mortal Kombat is still ass.
So if clip that Mortal Kombat is still ass.
The movie.
Nah, bro. No.
We gonna use
You know what I mean? Mortal Kombat, the movie.
Nah,
The
it's
movie.
too late.
The
I'm
movie.
isolating
That's
that
not what you
audio.
The movie.
Nah, man. Be
Mortal
a traitor out here,
Mortal
man.
Kombat, the movie is still ass.
Thought
Too
you
late.
loved it.
Both of them.
Thought you
Too late.
loved it.
Yeah, the game.
But
Video game.
if y'all aren't familiar with Puzzle Combat, it's just a ripoff of Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, which came out a little bit before that, and you can play it by yourself.
You knew he was going to do that.
It's a
you
great
knew
game.
He was going.
He only did that because people were saying it in the chat.
I was gonna say it anyway. They saw me. You saw the chat. Anyway, you can play it by yourself, and they
Tyler,
still
like,
make it for
really?
mobile. So if you want to play something that is superior to that game, probably, just check your app store.
Nigga, have you played Puzzle Combat?
I say probably. And stop calling me a nigga, please. I take offense. So I haven't brought up my fighting games yet that were kind of obscure.
What is yours?
And it's not really obscure, but it is old and has no love. 2 Capcom fighters, Power Stone and Rival Schools. There's
Thank
so
you.
many.
I was thinking Rival Schools, but ain't nobody asked me nothing, so I left it to myself.
Yeah, they didn't ask me shit either. I had to come in and be an asshole first. But these characters from these 2 series never get love in any other Capcom fighters. They always like, oh, we got everybody. We got the fucking Beautiful Joe, which I love. We got Zero. We got Mega Man. But where's, Batsua, Falco, and all that shit, bro? I want some Power Stone people and some other shit. They ain't even got to be like no new games or nothing like that. But that's what y'all should try. Power Stone 2 is kind of like Smash Brothers. It's a party fighting game, 3D playing field. It's dope as hell. Project Justice is a 3D kind of like Street Fighter-ish game. There's a 2D plane, but it's 3D, so 2.5D technically, but they're dope. Y'all should try. I don't know why I'm whispering so much today. What's up?
I was about to ask Kevin that, but I guess you see.
Yeah, you got any other games?
Did he just click his thing?
Thank you for your input.
No, right. Like, man.
That's the
goodness
last
gracious.
question.
That's the last
Giant
question?
King, and y'all can ask questions on our Discord, which is available, and Reddit as well. Our Reddit is still very underutilized, and that's probably partially our fault. But yeah, we need some more love on there,
I
bro.
think because we just always in there chatting in Discord. That's
Yeah,
why.
that's what
I
it
think
is.
That's why. And I don't think Reddit is set up that way where you can just like instantly chat like that.
No.
So maybe, I don't know. But hey, if y'all send y'all questions in Reddit as well, send them in there too. I'm pretty sure Erica will find them and you read them out to on the show.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys do that. But yeah, Discord is definitely, it stays popping in there. It's like questions in there you still haven't even like asked yet, right?
Yeah,
'Cause it's so much that you find. So yes, keep the questions coming. I guess that'll do it for this week. I think we don't got no more questions, nothing else, no other great things. But that'll do it. That'll do it for this week, you guys. Appreciate you guys watching. Always, like I said before, follow us on Twitch. Individually and the main Dead End Video Game Twitch. This is where you get the rawness of the show, and and then of course check out the podcast if you haven't listened to it on Fridays. Uploaded everywhere, Spotify's and iTunes, all that stuff where you listen to your podcast and
YouTube.
YouTube. YouTube. Oh yeah,
We had 1,953 subscribers, so we're real close to 2,000. Like I said last week, we're working on some different content that y'all are gonna love. It's gonna be familiar but new. That's really all I'm gonna say about it.
So make sure y'all subscribe
real soon.
Yeah, real soon. Make sure y'all subscribe. Other than that, man, we check y'all out next week. Peace.